In my most recent videos, I had a bunch of meltdowns and a bunch of crash outs. And this is not the first time it happened, and it probably won't be the last time this will happen. But hopefully, this won't really happen again. Because I can understand this made a lot of people concerned over me and my mental health. And the main reason why I had those meltdowns and why some of my videos are so negative and so brutal is because people on the internet, they generally just want to see negativity and toxicity. Usually the videos where I am being more positive and where I talk about finding peace in my life and that kind of stuff, they don't perform well. Nobody watches those videos, and I want my videos to be picked up by the algorithm because I want to get monetized. And most of my videos that perform the best, that get the most views, are generally videos where I am being very harsh on myself, where I criticize myself, where I talk about how horrible I am and I don't deserve to live, I deserve to die, those kind of videos. And also, it's videos where I do get all those crash outs, meltdowns, where I throw all those temper tantrums and stuff. This is because attention is the currency in this day and age. Usually you don't get people's attention by speaking normally. Usually the way you get people's attention is by being loud, by screaming and being angry all the time. And so that's what I did. Sure, my anger was exaggerated in order to get more views. But the problem was that now that even when I later rewatched my own videos, the anger could feel too real. It did not really feel like I was just playing a character for attention. It felt like I was genuinely being angry. And I have to admit, it was really fun while recording, because I felt like I finally let my emotions out after bottling them up for so long. But it was not as fun to later watch it. And I want to specify, the emotions I display on my videos, and the things I say, and the worldviews I have, it's all thoughts that I have specifically during the time of recording the video, or it's thoughts that I had at least at one point in my life. But they don't necessarily reflect how I think right now and at the moment of you watching those videos. The reason why I still upload those kinds of videos, even if I may not necessarily agree with the things I say, and also the reason why the videos I have deleted, why you can still watch them under a playlist on my channel, is basically because I am documenting my thoughts, my emotions, my opinions, in order to showcase that this is how I thought at one point, so that future me can later compare to past me and compare myself to all the thoughts I used to have and see how far I have come. But I can understand that this can be unpleasant for other people to experience. But the problems I have been having lately is mainly that I just did not know how to deal with online hate. Basically, I have said this multiple times, but one of the reasons why I started this channel is because I knew something was wrong with me. I knew that there has to be a reason why, like, everyone I talk to is cold, why every girl I show interest in is ghosting me and stuff. I realized that there has to be something wrong with me, and I wanted to understand what was wrong with me so that I could fix it to become a better person. But nobody wanted to tell me what is wrong with me, like especially here in Swedish culture, because people here in Sweden are afraid to get into conflicts with other people, and so they don't say things that might be deemed as negative. And so people here in Sweden don't give you constructive criticism. Like, even if they think you're the worst person in the world, they are like, you are the best and stuff. And so I wanted to know what was wrong with me, and people on the internet, like, they are anonymous, they are hiding behind a screen. They have no problem with giving you a bunch of criticism. And this is one of the reasons why I started this channel. And I expected to get some criticism. However, I did not expect to receive as much criticism and hate as I did. I have never in my life been in a situation where I receive more hate than support, and when I receive as much hate as I did here on the internet. Previously, like, my insecurities were mostly in my head, but this time it's something that other people clearly were thinking about me. A bunch of horrible stuff. And I just wasn't prepared for something like this, and so I did not know how to handle this. And it led to me dealing with all of this in some very unhealthy and destructive ways. I should have realized that the hate I receive on the internet, the haters, the hate comments, are all being sent by the devil. They are being sent by Lucifer, the archangel, because he is testing me to see if I am truly a man of my word, if I have truly found peace within myself. And I failed the test. And this is cringe. You might be thinking, how on earth do hate comments have to do with the freaking... what do they have to do with the freaking archangel? You don't have to believe in the archangel. It's basically that if you claim that you are happy and that you found peace, people will envy you and they will try to tear you down. And this is what was happening. I have basically claimed that I have found peace in being single, and I was no longer desperate for having a girlfriend. And so I got tested. People commented under my videos saying, "Oh, you're just coping for being an incel, and this is Swedish blue pill cope. All the women you talk to, they all think you are ugly." And so then I was like, wait a second. Do all the women I talk to, do they all think I am ugly and stuff? And it led to me having a bunch of trust issues with people. And instead of focusing on having fun and making other people have fun, I started thinking everyone is against me and that kind of stuff. That they all think I am unattractive. And it was a bunch of destructive behavior, which did shine through, especially in my latest videos. I was talking about what I have learned throughout my life, and the comments I received were like, "Oh, you are stupid for even having to learn something this obvious." I was like, I told myself and I believed, I don't care what other people think of me. I'm just living my life. And because of that, the devil tested me. By sending out a bunch of hate to me, to test if I was truly a man of my word, if I had truly found peace within myself, if I truly had stopped caring what other people think of me. And I failed the test. I let all that hate control me. There is a saying that goes, don't feed the trolls, don't give the haters any attention. And I tried doing that. I just kept receiving more hate, and the hate grew louder and louder, and it started suffocating me. I just received too much hate. But then I realized the reason why you should not give the haters any attention is not to let the hate die down, because the hate will not die down. You will keep receiving a lot of hate. You will receive more hate, and the hate will feel like they are attacking you on a personal level. They will send some very brutal hate, and it will be the worst thing imaginable. The reason why you should not feed the trolls and not give the haters attention is not to let that hate down. Is not to let that hate die down, I mean. It is instead to not let yourself be affected by the growing and stronger hate you are receiving. It's like when a monk is meditating. The surroundings around the monk will not necessarily get better. Like, people will taunt the monk, they will make stupid faces, and this is literally the hate I have been receiving under my channel. People will be like, "Aah!" But the monk doesn't react, he just meditates peacefully. And this is because you cannot control the things that happen in your life. You can only control your reaction to the things that happen in your life. And I reacted to the things that were happening in my life in a horrible way. I let my guard down and basically abandoned like the values and morals of being a man. We men are taught, especially in Sweden, to show our emotions. Women are constantly saying, oh, men need to show emotions more. And so that's what I did. But the way I showed my emotions in my videos it was not the correct way to show your emotions. It did not feel like I was like opening myself up. It felt more like a child throwing temper tantrums. It was literally me spurging out. And it's because when the hate I have been receiving kept telling me, oh, you are not a real man, you're just an incel, you're just a pathetic soy boy and stuff, I abandoned the ideals of being a man and was no longer acting like a man. I was acting more like a man-child. I should have manned up more. I want to thank everyone who has and still supports me, who roots for me and my success, and who has stuck with me throughout all of this. Hopefully my upcoming videos will be more positive and more pleasant to watch, and hopefully I can find a way to get the algorithm to boost my videos without me having to make other people feel concerned about my well-being.